How's everybody doing today?
Good.
All right, all right. My name is Spike Spielberg. That's not the name that my mother gave me, but you don't call me Muhammad Ali Cassius Clay, do you? I'm a filmmaker. I started out as an actor 10 years ago. I started out as an actor, so I was in the same position, and decided to start a film company when I was in college, and that became Skibo Films, and we started doing short films. I did my first feature film about 2 years ago called Victim of Circumstance. And currently, some of these guys, he was talking about doing commercials. I've done countless commercials, countless short films, and we got a couple of projects that we're going to be casting for here in the upcoming months. So, but I also host a radio show on weeknights at 9 p.m. and a television show that comes on cable channel 21. So we do a variety of different things in addition to other film production for other companies.
I'm Jonathan J.R. Reed. I own my own company, Bouncing Parrot Films, and I'm kind of new into the circle. Just finished my own couple of projects that we're still editing, and I'm the new fish.
Okay. Good to see everyone tonight. My name is Damon Galloway. I'm actually a native of New York, but I hail from eastern North Carolina. I've been in the Charlotte area for roughly 11 years. I myself love to act, love the arena of theater film. I myself am also an actor signed to Talent Link, so I've actually been molded and been sort of a protege to Vince Paul. You have something special here with Talent Link. I've actually have over 13 years of acting experience. I wrote, directed, and produced my first project 10 years ago. So mostly prior to venturing into film, I've actually done a lot of work on the theater circuit, and just completed another short, which I actually utilized a lot of talent from Talent Link. And some of the festivals that we submit them to are just BTJ, short film contest, some of you are familiar with, and several film festivals throughout the country and overseas. So I look forward to working with many of you in the future, and yeah, that's it.
And my name is Vince Paul. I'm Executive Director of Talent Link. Welcome to our studio, welcome to Talent Link. I've been in the business for over 20 years. My title, I'm an actor, author, and an agent. I'm an author of the book Talent Guide, Launching Your Career, commercial film and fashion industries. I'm also,
We don't hear you very well.
I've been an agent for the agency, actually, it's been 11 years. In October, we celebrated 11 years. And I've been an actor for over 20 years. I've toured nationally with national theatrical productions, gospel theatrical productions, done over 200 national commercials, and have placed over 7,000 people in this industry since we started as an agency. So with that said, the floor is open. So just by show of hands, just go ahead and first question.
First person is always the...
If anybody has a question, just raise your hand.
Very good question. People always ask, how can I get involved with film? Definitely having an agent is very important. Like Amon was saying, he's utilized short films where he's utilized talent from Talent Link. I was here recently and I was telling Vince I'm casting for a movie trailer that I have to shoot. Hopefully the writer will be here in a little bit, but this wonderful author has written a book and she's contracted me to do a trailer because she's trying to seek the funding for it. So that, I will, talk to Vince about as far as looking for talent for it. Sometimes we do postings on Craigslist, and just being around. If you see actors that have a certain type of look or have a certain type of personality, the thing is to make yourself likable. Coming to events like this, coming to different film festivals. I can't begin to tell you how many people I've met from going to various film festivals. And there's a film festival literally every week in some city, somewhere. So what better place to meet and connect with filmmakers than to go to film festivals?
Lamar, you want to answer that?
Sure. I actually couldn't have said it any better.
I can't say it any better. Actually, just what Spike said. Yeah, agencies actually help a lot. If you have an individual agent that actually market you, which is what they're supposed to do. There are also several websites in which you actually market yourself on. Let's say if you have a headshot, one in particular that comes to mind is Mandy.com, just to name a few. Let's say if you live on the West Coast somewhere, and you actually don't have an agent, let's say you're a non-union actor, and that might be a question in the future about unions and things of that nature. But you actually want to post yourself. The internet is one of the most powerful tools today. But I'm an advocate of old school agents that actually can help you and market you, because that's what you want to do, get yourselves out there. What I do actually, the agent that actually serves as a casting director for my works, I submit to them a profile, a character profile of what I'm looking for. Height, weight, ethnicity. I submit the synopsis of the storyline. The casting director / agent actually looks at that synopsis and that character profile, and they actually know who they want for what particular role. There have been times for my first project, actually I came in and Vince actually had headshots, and I just looked at the shot before I even actually saw the person audition for me, and I just said, I like the look. They fit this particular character profile. So that's your headshot sells you, and the resume sells you. So yeah, casting directors, agents, that's the best way to go, and as well as the internet.
Let me touch base on, can you hear me up front? Let me touch. Let me say one thing just about the internet. Someone just recently gave me a call, it was one of my talent. They said that they saw a casting for a spokesmodel. Forgot what the client was, but it was paying $100,000. And it was an internet casting. It was paying $100,000 for a spokesmodel. If each one of you right now were to go and post your photograph to an internet site, they don't know you. They don't know whether your resume is true, whether it's fake. They don't know if it's fictitious. They don't know if you're really 5'9" and you say that you got a six-pack. They don't know what your skill level is. So I just tell people to beware. What I see a lot is a lot of people trying a shortcut. I see people trying to find an easier way to do it. Is Kendra here? Kendra Funderburg? Kendra Funderburg. A person called me the other day. She said, Vince, I was hired to do some scouting for a company. And she said, then I found out that the company is fake. And she said the scouting was to get them to sign up on the internet. And she said now she's in a dilemma where she's trying to focus those people to a legitimate agency. So if you're here and you're thinking about your child being in this industry, you got to do your homework. There's a lot of websites. You can do it for 20 bucks a month, maybe 100 bucks a year, but there's no shortcut. I got a casting yesterday for Army Wives, for their next season of Army Wives. That's not going to be posted on the internet. There's a lot of stuff that indie filmmakers, they will sometimes, because of the expense that it's going to cost for them to hire a casting director or a team of people to do the casting for them.
I have to get behind that, especially for me. I've just entering in, not really making a name for myself. I had 2 movies that both had to put on hold because going through the internet and going through that, it was really, for me, it was a hit or miss. I would hire a lot of people that would turn out to be very flaky and just had the look, had the talent, but just didn't have the drive and wouldn't show up. I'm sitting around, sure, I do the email thing, I do the internet thing, get tons of calls, but at the end of the day, out of 20 calls, maybe 1 or 2 people show up. And it really wasn't until I went through Talent Link that I actually got traction on a lot of my projects. So, and with Talent Link and other talent type areas, it really is, as an actor or as an actress, it really does help because, us independent people might not always be able to afford it, but at the end of the day, if we go through a talent agency, we know that the people go and show up are definitely going to be worth it.